Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. So, Cyraxx video time. We got two. This is from the important characters section. MusicBizMarty. Obviously, these are going to be longer ones. So, MusicBizMarty, referred to as Marty Nicholas Bager, Bager. I can't pronounce it properly. Nick or MBM was an American YouTuber, live streamer, Drift King of Akron, and was not only Cyraxx's most prominent troll, but possibly one of the most influential figures in Cyraxx's life. Cyraxx even admitted that he thinks about Marty for the majority of his day. Unfortunately, MusicBizMarty's trolling of Cyraxx was cut short as he passed away from an overdose on January 29th, 2025. Even in death, Marty continues to live rent-free in Cyraxx's head, who has been accusing him of faking his death ever since the news broke out. Now, obviously, this is not a picture of Marty. This is just a picture that he used. We all know what Marty looks like. So, name MusicBizMarty, aliases Marty and Nicholas Bager, former Sonian EMI chairman Martin Bandia. Oh, that was it. Okay, so he's actually a real person then. MusicBizMarty's avatar. History. Marty first discovered Cyraxx around October of 2019. So it's been a while that they've known about him. When Cyraxx was in hot water with the Juggalos. After Cyraxx's drama with Candell Smith ended with Candell faking her death, his first appearance were on Jamie Nicole's panel. And eventually the channel was a channel was created by him in order to trick Chance into believing that Ram Ranch Records, a fake record company, wanted to sign him, which rivaled another fake record company known as the Bender Boys Records. That was assisting Marty with fooling Chance. Chance did not want to sign with Marty because Marty wanted to sell merch and make fun of him. So he signed with the Bender Boys. Afterwards, Cyraxx made a video egotistically celebrating, acting as though he had become exponentially wealthy. But of course, the Bender Boys proceeded to sell Cyraxx's contract to Marty after publishing only one song with him, telling him it was due to poor performance, causing Cyraxx to rage. Marty ended up setting up a Cyraxx merch shop anyways, and Cyraxx made a video in response to him pretending to be distraught, saying that he felt like he was being harassed and exploited. Marty would eventually begin streaming on a daily basis using StreamYard. The streams often involved Chance and sometimes other individuals that Marty was attempting to troll. Also hosting of other trolls such as Schmecklecat, Burger Boy, Tyler New York, Tangerine Cat, Mastroll Mafia, William Gloryhole, and many more. Rather than monetizing his channel, Marty gains revenue through donations from his chat during live streams. The fight. Main article, Cyraxx beatdown. We read about this last week, I think, or the week before. Marty has shown up to Akron and on a number of occasions. He went to Cyraxx's house twice to talk to him, after Cyraxx has made countless videos and streams challenging Marty to show up and fight him. Both times, Cyraxx refused to come outside and instead sent his elderly caretakers outside to make the bully go away. So in other words, like, Chance is like, yeah, come in and I'll fight you. But like when like Marty actually goes there and actually shows up, like Chance gets scared and hides in his room. Like, what a pussy. Last time Marty went to Akron, he rented an Airbnb around the corner from Cyraxx's house and adopted a new plan of waiting for Cyraxx to show up there. Cyraxx eventually appeared to challenge Marty, but he was quickly defeated. Tactics. An easy way to troll Cyraxx is to get a woman to pretend to be interested in him and catfish him. And Marty has been involved in exploiting this the most. This has happened a number of times, notably with Tang, Strawberry Sunshine and Lava. They all played out roughly the same, where Cyraxx cheats on them and they turn against him in some way, and Cyraxx goes on multiple unhinged rants against them. Marty has trolled Cyraxx in a plethora of other ways, such as accusing him of assassinating Zach Hussein, whoever that is, revealing that Cyraxx stole a book from an author named A.J. Vigor, interviewing Blind Billy, getting Cyraxx to rage at Tony the Black Dragon, and claiming that Cyraxx died. Marty was also involved in other schemes to troll Cyraxx, such as calling scrappers to Chance's address to have the fence surrounding the property and items laying outside to get stolen. Another common tactic of Marty is to announce false, outlandish claims or schemes to trigger Cyraxx showing up on stream. Cyraxx has always fallen for Marty's rage bait, no matter how ridiculous it was. One of the early examples of this is when Marty claimed that Cyraxx would be arrested and jailed for climbing onto a locomotive at a rail yard. Although this offence would be nothing more than a misdemeanor sentence or fine, by a fine, if the charges were even pressed, Cyraxx still appeared on stream, but boiling with anger and to rage at Marty over this issue. Another example is when Marty claims Cyraxx has been institutionalized after biting Sally, causing Cyraxx to appear on stream and clamber around his room to show that he was in fact not in a hospital room. Other trolling. Tony the Black Dragon. Tony the Black Dragon was a disabled man who has appeared on Marty's streams, who is buddy trolled by Marty. Tony is most notable for having exposed himself as a paedophile. Oh, I know who Tony is. Yes, I know who Tony is now. Admitted to have taken pictures of women that appear to be underage at a mall. Marty occasionally invited Tony onto his streams, wherein Tony either argued with Chance or became upset with people in the live chat. Heather, also known as the Red Queen, unrelated to the other Heather, was a weight loss YouTuber that Marty interacted in the late 2021. For a while, Marty pretended to be best friends with Heather and would entertain her delusions. Eventually, he broke things off with her after she tried to come onto him, despite knowing that he had a girlfriend. After this ended in their relationship, Heather would continue to show up to Marty's streams, where the two would argue with each other. Dinah Kane. Dinah Kane was a woman that Marty began featuring on his streams in 2022. On these calls, Dinah was heavily intoxicated, causing her to have incoherent and repetitive conversations with Marty and the White Bowser and Joseph. Their names ain't got any text with them. Also, the White Bowser is a predator, by the way, because before I put it out there. Controversy. Although indissociable from the Cyraxx, Marty remains a controversial figure for a lot of reasons, often being described as an A-logger and a gatekeeper, while others, especially Kiwi Farms, has gone as far as to call him a lolcow himself. He's not a lolcow, and I don't think he's an A-log. That's the thing, is that I don't think he did anything like bad, only just like trolling Cyraxx, which is good. You should troll Cyraxx, because Cyraxx is a fucking idiot. Video stream. One notable event that was generally frowned upon was a March 2023 live stream, on which Cyraxx appeared to bring along an old classmate and friend of his, Vida, who was unaware of chances of Cyraxx's reputation. Marty would then start to expose Vida Cyraxx's horrible actions, to which Vida understandably reacted in shock. At around 34 minutes in, Marty suddenly threatens to release Vida's personal information unless Clint starts dancing on stream. I think I remember that dance. Right there and now, causing Vida to panic and asking to leave the panel. Even though this was a bluff designed to expose Cyraxx's selfishness, as he was refusing to dance to save his now former friend, many felt that Marty has gone too far, causing Vida great distress for the sake of riling up Cyraxx on stream. That is kind of harsh, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I suppose. A bass shaman, bloody hell. I ain't heard that name in. I think he deleted his stream. He's not on YouTube anymore. During a live stream on July 29th, 2023, at around 55 minutes in, a super chat mentioned a notorious Vaxtuber, Bass Shaman, who was also known for his commentary live streams as well as his young Cyraxx persona, which creates parody songs about Cyraxx's life. Viewers started teasing Marty by claiming he was jealous of Bass Shaman, and Marty started becoming somewhat despondent and responded saying that Bass Shaman was a grifter. At the 1 hour 4 minute mark, Marty made a mocking impression of Bass Shaman, depicting him as a generosity begging for donations and viewers living on social benefits. This incident raised some eyebrows, with many feeling that Marty was being hypertypical, is it, by accusing Bass Shaman of grifting. That's the only thing. Is like Bass Shaman, I think he was alright. Like Bass Shaman was fine because he was basically looking at both sides to the story. So yeah, I don't think Bass Shaman was a bad guy, really. Buddy trolling. Buddy trolling is a common tactic which involves befriending the victim in order to gain their trust and troll them in the long run. Buddy trolling is somewhat frowned upon, as it generally involves enabling the target's harmful behaviours and delusions. In Marty's case, for cozying up to people like Jasmine and the White Bowser. Him buddy trolling the White Bowser was especially controversial, in particular as the White Bowser is a known predator, see I told ya, who has been caught several times acting inappropriately around minors online and has admitted to sexually assaulting a woman in real life. Despite this, Marty has praised him before, even if in an ironic way. This generated significant backlash, as this essentially amounted to Marty enabling a dangerous man for purposes which remain unclear at best, which only had the effect of lowering his reputation. I guess that's the thing. It's like you can't really support a paedophile like that. Come on now. Kiwi Farms. Kiwi Farms is a controversial forum dedicated to discussing and commenting and documenting lolcows as well as other controversial and eccentric people. Marty is a diverse figure on the Kiwi Farms. Seen as a grifter ready to stoop as low as he can to milk as much money as possible out of Cyraxx. He has often been described as an A-logger, someone who puts a disproportionate time and effort and vitriol to harass a lolcow, namely Marty's numerous and often poor taste in schemes involving both extensive time and effort, as well as driving hours to Akron and renting an Airbnb to rile up Cyraxx. That was funny though. Like, you got to admit, that was actually quite funny. How he did that. His entourage consisting of several odd disturbing figures online, such as CIA Hole and the White Bowser, who has also garnered him an unsavoury reputation there. Of note, Cyraxx became aware of Marty's reputation on kiwi farms, thinking that if they did not like Marty, then they would be on his side. Or they wouldn't, would be on his side. The black and white sort of thinking created the delusion that the kiwi farms was respecting Cyraxx as far as to reach out to the forum owners Null for help to help in this fight against his arch nemesis. What Cyraxx coherently chooses to ignore is that although Marty is not liked by anyone there, he on the other hand is universally hated by the entire kiwi farms, making his attempt at sympathising with a forum that was specially made to harass and mock people like him extremely foolish at best. That's the thing, even the kiwi farms hated Marty. Death. Here we go. On the 2nd of February 2025, a rumour started circulating that MusicBizMarty has passed away on the 29th of June 2025, based off a eulogy published by the Chicago Tribunal, Marty's home area. A short time later, an obituary for Marty was found online. The news caused widespread shock in the community. Many initially reacted with skepticism. I was skeptic. I will admit I was skeptic when I first heard the story. As I didn't want to believe it at first, but obviously more and more came out. So I'm like, fuck, he really did die. Shit. He will be fucking missed. With skepticism, as it is known of Marty to conjure up very far-fetched plans to troll Cyraxx. And a few also noted that Marty's YouTube account commented and liked on several posts after his death. I'm guessing he gave it to someone before he died, like gave it to like a close friend or relative. Fueling skepticism even further. However, as time went on, it became increasingly evident that Marty has indeed passed away. A troll reaching out to one of Marty's acquaintances revealed that Marty has allegedly died from an overdose after smoking fentanyl-laced marijuana. Eventually, on February 3rd, William Gloryhole came forward in a YouTube community post to confirm Marty's death. Dog's barking for some fucking reason. I thought they were put away. To confirm Marty's death, and explained that the post-mortem... Let me just pause it for a minute, just one second. Okay, we're back. 18 minutes I've been recording for, and this is only one, and I want to do two. Right, where the hell was I? Right, community tab post to confirm Marty's death, and explained that the post-mortem activity on MusicBizMarty's accounts was done by actors to protect his family from harassment. With Cyraxx's archenemy gone, and arguably the sole person who Cyraxx has spent years aiming his anger towards, many questioned what would happen to Cyraxx now the person responsible for all this trolling is gone. As for Cyraxx, he initially reacted quite tactlessly by claiming that Marty was faking his death to avoid his supposed court date for the following week, as well as framing Cyraxx for pushing him to suicide. As the time went on, Cyraxx started becoming more ambivalent about Marty's death, sometimes claiming that he was still alive and hiding, sometimes insulating that he was indeed dead. To confuse Cyraxx further, trolls started to play along, pretending that Marty fled the country to avoid prosecution from Cyraxx's imaginary lawsuits, and that he's now kicking his feet up on the beaches of Cuba. Yeah, that's the thing. I think Cyraxx now knows that Marty is gone. I mean, to be fair, like, this was last updated on the 15th of May this year. To be fair, like, Cyraxx is off the internet. Well, I think he's still on Facebook, but as a like an alt account, so I'm really not quite sure what's going on. Right, William Gloryhole. William Gloryhole was he's still active, is a YouTuber and notable troll of Cyraxx. Him being one of the biggest trolls with MusicBizMarty and CVG. His name is derived from Cyraxx's uncle, nicknamed Bill, who was an openly homosexual. Unlike MusicBizMarty, William Gloryhole wholeheartedly hates Cyraxx, perceiving him as nothing more than a scourge on the internet and must be kept down. His view is occasionally conflicted with MusicBizMarty's desire to keep Cyraxx for himself as a golden goose, with which to make content. But he has still acted along with Marty's plans so long as so he could see Cyraxx suffer. When MusicBizMarty passed away, William was left free rein to do whatever he deemed fit with the Goblin, and started an increasingly active role in trolling Cyraxx alongside N-Word Boy. One of the things that William is best known for in the Vaxxverse was his detective work and finding information on Cyraxx and his family. Best known for finding things such as the location where Connie died, along with the photos, body cam footage from numerous police visits, being the first person to correspond with Cyraxx's uncle and finding Cyraxx's court records, and among other bits of info. That's the thing, it's like William Gloryhole is so fucking good at finding this information. Like, he can, like, dox people, he can find people's addresses and everything. It's like, how the hell is he doing all this stuff? Right, William Gloryhole, there's this picture on the side there. William's profile picture being the character Three Finger from Wrong Turn, due to his resemblance to Cyraxx, named William Gloryhole. So that's what that avatar is from. It's that fucking Wrong Turn. I ain't heard of that film in ages. Was this article so short, and MusicBizMarty's article was long? History. William started trolling Cyraxx sometime in 2021. Oh, okay, so it wasn't in 2019 like the other one. I thought Gloryhole come first. As one of his earliest known appearance was from 28th of August. Although he definitely started much earlier. Initially he would mostly just assist Cyraxx to freak out on panel, but he started playing a larger role around the time of the Nietzsche saga. Copyright. One of William's most known methods for trolling Cyraxx is by copyrighting his music as his own under a standing artist nicknamed Vance Kilkins. He would first do so with Cyraxx's arguably most popular song, Street Racing Scene. From that point on, William has been a major influence on chants. who would frequently rage at him, thinking that he made him lose millions of dollars in potential revenue from his music. Chance would never earn millions from his shitty music. Marty's death. When MusicBizMarty passed away, Williams started taking a significantly more proactive role in trolling Cyraxx, such as being more vicious and less exposure-driven than his former accomplice. His first major coup d'etat was instrumental in the destruction of Cyraxx's second Xbox by sending the controller embedded with a killstick device, causing an extreme fit of rage from Cyraxx, striking the iron while it was still hot. He also presumably backed another scheme from a troll who convinced Cyraxx to reprogram the firmware of his gaming PC, breaking the motherboard in the process and destroying Cyraxx's last gaming device. While Cyraxx was at the time thinking MusicBizMarty was still alive and commanding the trolls from Cuba, he would however gradually shift his anger towards William Gloryhole, at one point overtaking Marty as Cyraxx's arch nemesis. Oh dear. And this is last edited on the 7th of June 2025. Yep. Rest in peace, Marty. Yep. So, the next two we're gonna do, like next week, is gonna be MF Goon and Liquid Chris. Hopefully you've enjoyed this video. It's like 26 minutes long. Jesus. Tomorrow, I don't really know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's been it, and I'll see you guys next time.